Hello, hello! Today I show you my sound adjustment kit, the expert kit, and all what is inside and what you can use it for, okay? I hope that the more you look at my videos, the more you get the desire to adjust a little bit, a few tiny things of your instruments. For this reason, it's very important to have these tiny small tools in order that you can start adjusting a little bit a few things. Here, this is what's inside. So, you have a nice Rollmeter, okay? I was desperately searching for a smaller size one, and I could talk a lot about this meter. There is one tricky part, and this is just here in front, okay? This, well, I need my glasses so I can show you. Here in the front, this tiny piece is moving, okay? And up to a few years ago, you could find smaller sized rolling meters with this tiny piece attached usually with 2 pins, and then it is a little bit flexible and moving. And the movement is exactly the thickness of this part here, which makes a huge difference, okay? Because if I measure one thing by pushing it, I get the right measurement, and if I have to measure something by pulling it like this, it gives also the right measurement, okay? I put it inside because I think it is very low, and that's why I put it on approved by Edgar, okay? And I think this is an important part. You use it mainly to measure where your bridge is standing. You put it on the next side here, next to the neck. You push it down, and then you see by holding here exactly where your bridge feet is. And on the violin it should be by 19.6. And a little bit more, but just a tiny, okay? Then we have a small ruler, a metal ruler. This one here is centimeters and inch, and with this one mainly I put it to the bridge on the back side, for instance, to see if the bridge is straight comparing to the purling. We measure the string heath reading underneath the string, our string heath, okay? Things like this. We can measure other distances and the distance from the tailpiece to the bridge, things like this. I think it is very useful to have a meter like this. Then we have the pencil, because it's the Edgar Russ pencil. I think it's very important that you write down what you're doing, okay? It goes so quick, all your changes, what you're doing, and if before you change something, you write it down on a piece of paper, just make like a cartoon of your violin, your length and everything, and then you write it down. And then once you're ready and it sounds great, then you can even use it while you're playing, and you make all your marks on while you're playing, okay? Then we have here something very strange, and we don't know what it is for, okay? It's a USB cable, and I will soon show you what it's for. We have here a small piece of adjusted electronics. This one seems to be a very strange piece, I think, but it has been adjusted to fit into most violin F-holes, okay? And you can also bend it every shape you want, which is not so strange. Now I show you what we can do with this one, because one of the major problems you will face inside the violin is that it's so dark inside. So now I bend it like this, and then I put this one in here. Whee! And this works. And now with this one, I put it inside, and immediately your violin becomes super lightening up. And now you see like a spooky violin, and you can see much better now what's inside going on. Okay? So, I had lots of ideas of how I will solve these problems. Lots of items are out there. I think this one is very reliable, very quick, very easy, lit. It doesn't heat up your violin varnish, your violin inside. It gives a lot of light. Even on a cello and even on a double bass, I use this one. I just throw it in and you can just work very well and you just see what you're doing. And this is one big part of the game. In order to see what you're doing, I have here a small inspection mirror for the keys, okay? With this one, you can certainly make a first checkup with all the light inside, and you can see how good the Soundpost is actually attaching to the back and the top, okay? Once we see it, we want to move it maybe. Before we move it, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4 small Soundpost gauges. The very small one is for violin, viola, cello spread, cello montaniana, or bigger cello, smaller cello. But with these 4, you can actually do a great job. And the great job is done with these ones. Now I will use the one for violin here. But you can go into the violin like this, okay? And you can immediately understand where is your Soundpost. And then you see how far is the Soundpost inside, referring to the bridge on one side. And you can also do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and then we can put it in on the other side. And then we see if the bass bar is too much inside or the top side, okay? So these are my Soundpost gauges, just the shape how I learned it with Karl Becker, okay? At that point I have to say hello to Paul, okay? And now let's say you have to move your Soundpost. Then we go again onto this side, like this. And now you want to move it. And here we have a Soundpost setter. The tip here is already sharpened, how I would sharpen it, not too sharp, not too thin, just exactly how I would put it before I put the Soundpost. I usually put it into my mouth and then put it in the Soundpost and go inside. In this case, in most cases, we use the bigger part and we just want to move it in one direction, giving a hip like this, a hip into the front and underneath. And then I will put also the video about the Soundpost only on the lower end to move it. And this is with the Soundpost setter. You can also have the whole thing as a cello with a cello setter. And let's say now the worst case is happening to you and the Soundpost is falling down because it wasn't that nicely standing up. Here you have even a Soundpost catcher, okay? And with the Soundpost catcher you can actually go into it and then you just pull it on the Soundpost and it'll pick it, and then you can grab out the Soundpost with this Soundpost catcher, okay? It's not a super necessary, not a must-have tool, but it's a very comfortable tool, okay? Because you don't have to search for a long time, breaking your neck and all these kind of things. And this is my Soundpost set here. Soundpost and my sound adjustment set. And I do hope you will love to receive it, in order that you can follow my videos step by step and adjust your sound. I hope you enjoyed even this one, because I'm sure you were already very curious about what's inside in this nice crazy sound adjustment kit. Link is down below to go first to my homepage or directly to my online shop, and you can purchase your sound adjustment expert kit immediately right now. Thank you for purchasing. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.